Good morning, students. Students, in our previous lecture, we started the discussion of modern concept of a covalent bond formation. And in the modern concept of a covalent bond formation, I told you that the covalent bond is formed between the two half-filled atomic orbitals if they approach each other in a proper direction. If they approach along their internuclear axis, they will result in the formation of a sigma bond formation. And if they approach each other along, or if they approach each other laterally, that means to say, if they undergo the lateral overlap, they will result in the formation of a pi bond. Now student, if you remember in our previous lecture, we were discussing with you the sigma bond formation. And I told you that in this modern concept of covalent bonding, in this modern concept of covalent bonding, what we were discussing? We were discussing with you the sigma bond formation. In sigma bond formation, I told you that this bond will be formed by head-on overlapping of a half-filled atomic orbital. And the sigma bond formation may occur either by S-S overlapping, it may occur by S-S overlapping, or it may occur by S and P overlapping. It may occur by S-P overlapping, mean to say half-filled S atomic orbital and half-filled P atomic orbital. And thirdly, it may also occur due to the P and P atomic orbital overlap. P-P overlap. Remember student? Now, in S and S overlapping, we discussed with you the formation of hydrogen molecule. In S and P overlapping, we discussed with you the formation of hydrogen fluoride molecule. Now today, in SP overlapping, if you remember how the S and P overlapping takes place. The first example that we discussed in our last lecture was formation of HF molecule. And if you see our last lecture, this was discussed in detail with you. Formation of hydrogen fluoride molecule. Next will be the formation of water molecule. Second is formation of water molecule. So, formation of water molecule. How does the formation of water molecule will take place? Water molecule. Now, try to understand, student, how the formation of water molecule occurs in this case. Hydrogen, atomic number is 1. Electronic configuration will be 1s1. Oxygen, atomic number is 8. Configuration will be 1s2. Then 2s2, 2px2, 2py1 and 2pz. Now, this s atomic orbital of hydrogen will orient themselves in a manner so that they may undergo the head-on overlapping and result in the formation of a sigma bond. How? This is 1s2. 1s2 orbital. How many electrons are here? 2. Then 2s2. It again has 2 electrons. Then we have 2px2, 2py2 and 2py1 and 2pz. This is 2px2. 2py1 and 2pz. Now, one of the hydrogen atom is this. They will come closer to each other in opposite spin as discussed yesterday. And one of the hydrogen atom will be this. It will come closer to this in opposite spin. This will overlap and result in the formation of sp bond. Am I getting clear? Here, this will overlap and result in the formation of sp orbital. Why? This is s orbital of hydrogen and this was s orbital of hydrogen. The C over here. So it will be a sigma bond, it will be a sigma bond. How? We represent in molecular orbital form. There will be two atoms of hydrogen with spherical orbital. Yes? And two half-filled p orbital of oxygen. P orbital have what shape? Dumbbell shape. So this will be this. There will be two half-filled p orbital of hydrogen. Suppose this is py and this is pz orbital. I have taken this as py and this orbital as pz. Any of the orbital can be given any orientation, any abbreviations. So this can be py or pz. If you want, you may give this to be pz and this to be py. It makes no difference. This is pz orbital and this is py orbital. Now this hydrogen atom with one electron will approach this p atomic orbital having one electron each in opposite spin. And when they approach each other in opposite spin, they will overlap along the internuclear axis, resulting in the formation of a sigma bond. How will they overlap? They will overlap along the internuclear axis. This will be this way, and this orbital over here will be this way. So they will overlap along their internuclear axis, resulting in the formation of a sigma. One of the hydrogen atoms will overlap with this one. And this is S and P overlap, resulting in the formation of sigma bond. Similarly, one of the spherically shaped s orbital will orient, mean to say approach, to the pz atomic orbital or py atomic orbital in the manner. So they may undergo the head-on overlapping. So it will undergo the head overlapping. Here it will be the region of high electron density. This was s orbital, this was py, and this is pz. So here again the bond is formed, which is sp, and this will be a sigma. So instead of sharing of the electron, how is the covalent bond forming? By the overlapping of a half-filled atomic orbital if they approach each other in the proper direction. Now how will it be shown? This will be shown in this manner. The C over here, student, the overlapping region will be shown with the bigger lobe and the non-overlapping region will be shown with the smaller lobe. One of the lobe is this. This will be shown with the bigger lobe. Behind this will be the smaller lobe. Another lobe will be this. This will be shown with the bigger lobe. And behind this will be the smaller lobe. And this is the formation of a water molecule. Am I clear? So this is how the bone formation of water molecule will take place. This is molecular orbital. This is the portion of the atomic orbital which is left, which is not participating in the overlap. So how the bone formation takes place? This is oxygen. This is the hydrogen. This again is hydrogen. This is hydrogen over here. And bond angle in between this will be 104.5 degree. And this will be the unoverlapped portion of the hydrogen. So this is how the bone formation of this will take place. Overall, you may see over here that it result in the formation of a sigma bond. So sigma bond is formed either by SS overlap or by SP overlap. In SP overlapping, we have done the two examples. Yesterday we did formation of HF molecule, and today we have done the formation of a water molecule. Now let me take another example. As per the syllabus, it is the formation of ammonia molecule. So how the formation of ammonia molecule will take place? Formation of ammonia molecule. If you go with the bone formation for ammonia molecule, the formula for ammonia is NH3. How is it formed? Here again, the sp overlapping will take place. The C student over here, hydrogen atomic number is 1, so electronic configuration will be 1. Nitrogen atomic number is 7, so configuration will be given as 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1 and 2pz1. How will the bone formation take place? 1s2 will be this, 2s2 will be this, px1, py1 and pz1. Then we have 2px1, 2py1 and 2pz1. 2px1, 2py1 and 2pz1. Yes, these p orbitals are having 1 electron each. Similarly, hydrogen, there are 3 hydrogen atoms, which are having 1 electron each. So how the bone formation will take place? We will take 3 hydrogen atoms. Fine. And then we have px, py and pz atomic orbitals, each having 1 electron each. So we will be having px, py and pz atomic orbital. This is px atomic orbital. This is py atomic orbital. And this is pz atomic orbital. Can you see, student, over here? This is px. This is pz and this is py. When they overlap along internuclear axis and will result in the formation of a sigma. How will it form? This will be this. You may see over here, students. These are p orbitals. This is px orbital. This is py orbital. And this over here will be the pz orbital. One of the hydrogen atoms will overlap with this. And this will result in the formation of a sigma bond. And this is what bond? sp. One of the hydrogen atoms will overlap with this. This is hydrogen, this is hydrogen. What bond is formed over here? This will be sp bond. Am I clear? And one of the hydrogen atoms will overlap with this. Here again the sp bond, here again the sp. So half-filled atomic orbital approach each other in the proper direction, which will result in the formation of a bond. How will it form? The bond formed over here will be, this will be this. Just see very carefully, student. How will they be formed? This will be the molecular orbital of a high electron density. This again will be the molecular orbital form, and this will be again the molecular orbital form. This portion of this has not participated in overlapping. So this will be represented with the smaller lobe. Here again it will be represented with a smaller lobe, and this will be represented with a smaller lobe. This is how the bone formation will take place. Here it was molecular orbital, and here again it is a molecular orbital. And the formation of a ammonia molecule has taken place. And what molecular orbital is formed over here? Sigma. What I mean, this is nitrogen. Yes or not? And then this will be one hybrid orbital. This will, molecular orbital, another molecular orbital, and this will be another orbital. And the bond angle over here will be 107.5. And this, of course, over here will be the bone. So this is how the covalent bone formation in ammonia molecule will take place. Student, I told you yesterday also and revised it today that the formation of sigma bond may occur either by SF overlap, example was formation of HF molecule, formation of water molecule, then SP overlap, in which we have discussed the 3 examples, formation of HF molecule, formation of water molecule, and the formation of a ammonia molecule. Then thirdly, the sigma bond may also be formed by P and P orbital overlap. So it may be formed by PP overlap. How will the sigma form by the PP overlap? When the two half-filled P atomic orbitals overlap along their internuclear axis, that will result in the formation of a P and P orbital overlap. So you may see very carefully, students, over here. I'll explain to you how does PP overlap result in the formation of a sigma bond. So this will be P and P overlapping, PP overlapping, and by this PP overlapping, it will result in the formation of a bond, which is a sigma bond. So sigma bond can be formed by SS overlap, it can be formed by SP overlap, it can be formed by P orbital overlap. As for example, if we take the formation of fluorine molecule. For example, if we take the formation of a fluorine molecule. Now fluorine, if you look at fluorine over here, atomic number of fluorine is 9. What will be the electronic configuration? Electronic configuration will be given as, this is F9, configuration will be 1s2 and then 2s2. Then 2px1, 2px2, 2py2 and 2pz1. You may see over here, Z or pz atomic orbital is having 1 electron. Since it is having 1 electron, it may participate in the bond formation. How will it participate in the bond formation? This pz orbital will be this one. It will orient itself in such a manner so that the two half-filled pz atomic orbitals approach each other in internuclear axis. This is one of the pz orbital and this will be the another pz orbital. It is having 1 electron, it is having 1 electron. This will approach each other and this will approach to this side. When they approach, this is pz orbital. This is pz orbital. What I mean to say is that if I write down this way, this is 1s2. Try to understand. This is 2s2. Then 2px2, y2 and z1. This is 2px2. 2py2 and 2pz1. Then this will be 2pz1. How will it overlap? 2pz. This again is this. Then 2s2. And then 1s2. This is 1s2. This is 2s2. 2px2. 2py2 and 2pz1. Here it is 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py2 and 2pz. Now these z atomic orbitals will approach each other along the internuclear axis and resulting in the formation of sigma. This is what I am trying to explain over here. Am I clear? This is for one fluorine molecule, this is for another fluorine. These two half-filled pz atomic orbitals are approaching each other and are approaching each other along the internuclear axis, resulting in the formation of sigma bond. So how will it form? These two half-filled pz atomic orbitals will overlap with each other. this will overlap with each other. This will overlap with this, and then this will overlap with this. This will result in the formation of a sigma bond. This is Pz and this will be a Pz. So this is Pz sigma. Finally, it will result in the formation of a molecular orbital. How? Just see, the overlapping region will be shown with a bigger loop. So it will result in the formation of a molecular orbital. So this is how the formation of a fluorine molecule will take place. And this is P and P atomic orbital overlapping. Sigma bond will take place. So this is PP and the formation of a sigma bond will take place. Tell me, student, whether I am getting it clear for you or not. So how is the sigma bond formed? Either by SS overlap or by SP overlap or by P and P atomic orbital overlap. When I say it is formed by the SS overlap, I wanted to discuss with you the formation of a hydrogen molecule as per the syllabus. And when I say that SP overlapping, then in that condition we discussed the bond formation of ammonia molecule, water molecule and hydrogen fluoride molecule. And then in this PP overlapping, I tried to explain the formation of sigma bond by formation of a fluorine molecule. Now I told you, student, in the last lecture that overlapping will result in the formation of two types of bond. These are sigma bond and the pi bond. So pi bond formation. What are pi bonds? As explained to you earlier, the bond which is formed by the lateral overlapping of the atomic orbital this way, this will be called as a pi bond. Pi bonds are weaker bond than the sigma bond because the extent of overlapping in the pi bond is less as compared to that of a sigma bond. Am I getting clear? Now, this is pi bond or we may call it as a pi bond. What are pi bond? The bonds which are formed by the lateral overlapping of a half-filled atomic orbitals. Pi bonds are weaker than the sigma bond. Why? Because in the pi bond formation, the extent of overlapping is less as compared to that of a sigma bond formation. We will try to explain this with the help of an example, and that will be the formation of oxygen molecule. So over here, if we discuss the formation of oxygen molecule, formation of oxygen molecule will take place by the overlapping over here. And before I discuss the formation of oxygen molecule, you must know that in the pi bond formation, the lateral overlap of atomic orbital will take place. This is one atomic orbital, this is another atomic orbital. Both are half-filled atomic orbital. Both will approach each other in proper direction. And when both approach each other in proper direction, this will result in the formation of a molecular orbital which will be oriented above the axis and below the axis. Molecular orbital form which will be oriented above and below the axis. Am I getting clear? This is one of the p orbital, another p orbital. This is lateral overlapping occurring. This is lateral overlapping will take place. Here in this case, there will be lateral overlapping and that will result in the formation of a pi molecular orbital. So molecular orbitals formed over here will be pi molecular orbital. As for example, the formation of oxygen molecule. Now oxygen, atomic number of oxygen is 8. How will it take place? Atomic number of oxygen is 8, configuration will be 1s2, then 2s2, 2px2, then 2py1 and 2pz1. How will the bond formation take place? Just see very carefully, student. This is 1s2 orbital and this is 2s2 orbital. 2px2, 2py1 and 2pz1. This is 2px2, 2py1 and 2pz1. Then this is 1s2, this is 2s2, 2px2, 2py1 and 2pz. Then here again, this is 2pz1, 2py1 and 2px2. We have 2s2 orbital and then 1s2. This is 2pz1, 2py1, 2px2, 2s2 and 1s2. Now this will overlap with this. This is a head-on overlap. So by convention in the chemistry, I repeat, by convention in the chemistry, pz orbital will be considered to be overlapping along the internuclear axis, resulting in the formation of sigma bond. So this will be sigma. Make it a point. The chapter further will be discussed by taking into consideration pz orbital overlapping along the internuclear axis. It means to say, although anyone can, but pz orbital will orient itself in a manner so as to undergo the head-on overlapping. This is pz. Now this will be a sigma bond formation. This is sigma bond formation. This is a sigma bond, and this will undergo the pi bond formation by lateral overlap. What do I mean by this? This is a pz orbital. And this is a py atomic orbital. We have a pz orbital and a py atomic orbital. Now another orbital is again will be pz and py atomic orbital. This is pz, py and py. This pz orbital will approach each other along internuclear axis. So this will approach. This is having one electron. You may see over here. This is having one electron. Py is having one electron. This is one electron. So when they approach each other along the internuclear axis, they will overlap along the internuclear axis. pz, resulting in the formation of a sigma bond. So over here, this will be this way. This pz orbital, they will overlap along internuclear axis, resulting in the formation of a sigma bond. So here the bond formation of sigma bond. One of the pz orbital will be this, and another pz orbital will be this. They will overlap along internuclear axis, resulting in the formation of a sigma bond. So this is pz and pz bond. This is a sigma. Now this is py. Now see student, when this head-on overlapping is taking place, in the meantime they will also come closer to each other. This is py, and this py orbital will form a bond by overlapping above and below the axis, and that bond will be called as a pi. I think I shall be very clear. So it will result in the formation of sigma bond, and due to the overlapping of py orbital, pi bond will be formed. How will we represent it as a molecular orbital? These are formed. Just see over here. This portion, this is the overlapping region. It will be shown with a larger dome. This will be shown in this manner. Am I clear? So this larger dome will be shown like this. And this py orbital will be overlapping above the axis and below the axis. And and this will be a formation of oxygen molecule. So this is what? This is sigma molecular orbital, and this is what? This is pi molecular orbital. So ultimately oxygen will be represented as O, double bond O, in which one of the bond will be sigma and other bond will be pi. So how is the pi bond formed? Pi bond is formed by the lateral overlapping of the atomic orbital. So you may see over here, student, how the formation of a pi bond has taken place. So student, in this lecture, we have explained to you how the sigma bond is formed, how the pi bond is formed. Sigma bonds are obtained by head-on overlapping, pi bonds are obtained by sideways overlapping. In our next lecture, we will continue with a further discussion of this chapter. Till then, thank you.